to get these playlists set up so you guys understand it. And then we're gonna talk to first off, let me before we go into that, let me talk to DJ Soul-Jah real quick.
What's up, DJ Soul-Jah?
All the way from Cali in the building, ladies and gents. I definitely want to give him a huge shout out and thank you for coming through.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically give us a rundown. Like, we complain here in San Antonio about the nightlife. How is it in Sacramento? Is it any different?
The nightlife in Sacramento, is very very much more diverse. You know what I'm saying? You could have a packed house, but you can't play to one specific crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like I have a packed night in one of my nights in Sacramento, right? And it'll be a hip hop and a reggae crowd mixing together. You know what I'm saying? It's the best.
That's what you want, though.
No, it's cool, and that's what the crowd is. That's what the crowd is like out there, but. Also, they're still learning a lot about the reggae and stuff. So, before I got out to Sacramento, I only been in Sacramento for the past 3 years, right? And so I'm pretty much the only DJ right now who's doing both hip hop and reggae. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So it's kind of like my.
So you've already created your own avenue.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm really trying to do is bring those two crowds together because. In Sacramento, we don't have a lot of black DJs and stuff, and also not a lot of black clubs because people always get into the fights and the club. It's a very it's the capital of California. You know what I'm saying? So anything that's happening like that, they quick to shut it down. So I feel like my responsibility is representing the black culture in Sacramento, and also giving people an environment to feel comfortable and not feel pressured about who's gonna be there or who I'm gonna run into and have beef with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But still also have a good time. You feel me? So
yeah, then when you break it up.
What was your foot in the door? What opened up the door for you to get into a spot in Sacramento?
Actually, it was my mom. So while I was in the military,
shout out to my dudes.
Yeah, shout out to moms. Shout out to moms. My mom, while I was in the military, she started picking up reggae promotion. She started doing reggae shows and stuff out there. So she has a really good big name with doing reggae shows and all that.
Oh, wow, that's dope.
I would open up for a couple big artists. I don't know if y'all familiar with Sizzla, Still Pose.
Oh yes,
Barrington.
Stop playing with me.
I mean San Antonio. I mean not y'all. I'm talking about San Antonio. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, hey, don't disrespect us like that.
Not it's the masses. The masses. You know, a lot of people just don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if they hear it and they're exposed to it in the right way, they're gonna follow suit.
So being diverse, in California, Sacramento, from the Bay, I know everybody got their own culture within the state.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So being in a diverse crowd, how has that put you ahead of the DJs that came up the Atlanta DJ? They hip. I say we like our DJ. Y'all look, I don't DJ guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So originally, I'm not originally from Sacramento. I'm from San Francisco. And so, growing up in San Francisco, they had 106 KML, which is one of the radio stations radio stations in the country that just don't play stuff that's from California. It's like New York. You go to New York, you can hear Florida. You're gonna hear, if it's hot enough, you'll hear Texas music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. Being from California and being able to pay attention to stuff like that, and also my moms and my dad, you know what I'm saying, they're very diverse in their music culture too. You know what I'm saying? My mom could be listening to Still Post in the morning and Journey at night. You know what I'm saying? My dad would be listening to Lost Boys or something. You know what I'm saying? And listen to E40, and you know what I'm saying? We all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So
you grew up in the culture pretty much, just waking up Saturday morning, mom.
Yeah, and then also I'm Puerto Rican, so my grandmother with the salsa culture and being in quinceañeras and stuff. So I just get it everywhere. In my stepdad.
I feel bad because I just knew we was all black. I was sorry, brother.
No, and I was raised. And honestly, I was raised by El Salvadorians because that's my stepdad's part of the family. You know what I'm saying?
So you like the Tiger Woods a DJ?
I kid you not, bro. And I really don't. And sometimes it bites me in the tail because sometimes I want to lock in on one crowd. You know what I'm saying? Because dabbling in too much, you kind of get sidetracked and you lose the mission on what you're really trying to do.
I get bored doing the same genre over and over again.
Yeah, that too. But then also when I'm trying to break down the barrier, I have to stick to certain formula. You can't really dig too deep on people. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still trying to get them to understand the basics. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
That's cool.
Like I said again, I want to give j-millie a huge shout out. A lot of people don't do Afro beats. You know what I'm saying? He worked it into his mix. He has to sit there to work it. People don't know what they like until they hear it.
Especially because,
but if they don't hear it, if you don't give it an opportunity to be heard, they'll never know if they like it.
Right, because I really, the only way I was put on to Afro beats and all that was being in Sacramento and like hearing it around town. And so big up j-millie for being one who's like, who doesn't really need somebody else to tell him, hey, you should play this. He
like
rocked with
he did what he did. Like
straight up.
Legit, he was asking me all week, like, bro, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, and all I could ever say to him was like, bro, do you?
Yeah.
When you come up here, I want you to do yourself. I want you to leave it all out on them tables when you come up here. Yeah, you'll have greater events later on in life, but I'm just saying, like, right here when you come through here, do you? I want you to feel whatever you feeling, whatever you want to get off your chest. Like most DJs, when they going through something, they strap up,
straight up,
go into there and go like legit. That's my stress reliever when I'm having a rough day or if I'm worried about something. I go in there 2 or 3 hours and I'll work it out and I leave it all on the tables. That's what I want a DJ to come in here to do and be like, yo, I'm leaving it all right here in the booth at KROV just to sit there and know I'm setting y'all on fire. I'm gonna take it out on these tables. That's legit what a lot of DJs should do.
Okay, I got a question for y'all guys. Since all y'all DJs and stuff of that nature, and even you, TR, you know what I'm saying? For people that trying to come in and find their lane, because some people be like, you know, I need to find my lane in order to get started. Right. So, do you think finding your lane is more important, or learning the basic skill set and technique first?
The most important thing to any DJ that's starting out: practice. You won't get any better if you don't know the music, if you don't know the BPMs, you don't know when the breaks are in a song and stuff like that. So you got to learn the tempos. You got to know the wordplay where you can bring this next song in and it matches perfect with that song. So it's all about just studying the craft and practice.
And I feel like if you ain't supposed to be doing it, you ain't gonna be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Like, yeah, like people help me with my DJing and stuff, but if I wasn't supposed to be a DJ, I wouldn't be a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if you're not supposed to do it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just show appreciation to it. And don't make it harder for the people that's really supposed to be doing it and trying to find their way. But
I'm gonna chime in on that. I'm gonna sit there and say, don't be afraid to ask an OG.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like I say again, I know a lot of people say that a lot of DJs have a hard time with somebody coming in and stepping on their toes, but you'll never get better if you don't sit there and ask somebody better than you.
Right.
Somebody might take the opportunity and say, bro, come through, I'll show you how to crab, or I'll show you how to flare. If I didn't have a DJ take me under their wing when I was younger, I wouldn't be the DJ that I am today. So it is okay. Don't say that. And I'm gonna say this to OGs, and no disrespect to you guys, but stop hating on the younger guys, especially if they're asking you to come up the correct way.
Straight up.
If they reach out to you to say, I want to learn the correct way, I want to learn through you, I like what you do, man, it don't even take but one day to sit there to go through and show a brother how to go through and do what you do.
Each one teach one.
Thank you. And we need to get to that.
Right.
And for me, like when I was trying to even messing with this dude over here, DJ T-Rex, he would come to my crib and be like, that's whack. Start over. I'm like, what you mean whack? I've been working on this.
The ego.
You know what I'm saying? I've been working this all day. And I remember I was trying to do a blend with Nelly. I'm going down that country grammar with Black and Yellow. I was trying to make a blend of those two songs, right? So I practice all day long. Called him up, like, yo, come through, I got it. 2 seconds in, that's whack. It's all beat. Turn it off. I'm like, wait, hold up.
Off beat.
But I mean, but to go into finding your own lane, for me, I always want to be open format. I didn't want to just be hip hop. I don't just be reggae. I want to be open format. That way I can just go in. If I feel like playing Steely Dan, I play Steely Dan. If I feel like mixing Train with Mobb Deep, I'm gonna mix Train with Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I always want to be open format. So for me, I really had no lane. It was just be dope, make it sound good. For me, personally.
And that's an art in itself. Like, another large study is when it comes to DJing is reading the crowd. Some DJs just play for themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
DJs have to stop being selfish. Like, you legit have to
stop staring at that screen.
When you say play for yourself as a DJ, go into detail with that. Cause like I said, myself, like just been around hosting shows, I learned from just why you do this or why you do that. Cause I'm not trying to like get in it, but I want to respect the game. You know what I'm saying? Respect the next art and see how can I make what I do blend in with the DJ. You feel what I'm saying? So when you saying like different things like what's the crowd? or what do you mean playing for yourself? Different things like that. Go to a little deep and give us a little insight.
So playing for yourself basically means you just playing music that you want to hear.
Yep.
Like you're not paying attention. You're deadlocked to your computer screen. You're not looking up from your computer screen and looking at your crowd. If you're deadlocked to your computer screen, you don't know what's going on around you. You don't know if your mix is hitting them in the head or if they're just sitting there looking at you like, okay, so you're going to play something good. That's when you start getting them requests coming up to you. And then like, so hey, can you play? And then they get an attitude when they get a request because they're playing for themselves.
And I knew personally